check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hey guys, Electron Man, how you doing today? Let me see if I can get this in some good light. This is a Pace Side Talk 1000M. I just saw it in the pile and I almost just went by. It's pretty rough looking, and who knows if it's even going to be worth putting a whole lot of effort into it, but it sparked my interest because it's a sideband rig. And one I've never seen. It's a pretty odd looking little radio here. So we're going to, I mean, it's tattered as all get out. Look at this. It's got wires hanging all out of it. God knows what they've done to the power wires. That's definitely not stock. Cover's peeling back on it. It's pretty rough, but I mean, I think I could clean it up pretty good if it's worth reviving. So let's just go through a little initial testing on it and see what we can come up with, and see if this thing's even worth making a project out of it. Okay, well, first thing we're going to do is just open it up and figure out what we got as far as wires here. I don't even know what's positive and negative. You got looks like a part of a speaker wire and a black wire. I'm assuming black's hot and speaker wire's hot and black's ground, but why? It's got an electrician wire nut in here, okay. Definitely, okay. Well, it looks like the speaker wire does go to the red. And the black goes to black. So, well, let's just go ahead and throw a little power to it and see what we got just initially. Is it powered off? Okay, we'll start powered off. So we'll hook up the ground here. Hook up the positive here. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, okay, that's not a good sign. Yeah, we're okay. We're direct short here. Okay, what we got going on here? What do we got going on here? What in the world? Am I looking at that right? It says C70. Wow. Okay. Well. Why isn't my soldering iron going? There we go. Okay, well, initial inspection here, we've got a wire nut, and then it looks like to me, on the board, you got a C70, and I've got a hot wire going in and a hot wire going out. Huh? So my guess, best guess, looking at this right off the bat, is that we've got, looks like a blown cap, and they decided to wire, hot wire, straight through the cap to the hot wire. What in the world have they got going on here? Oh, man. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's just start with getting rid of some of this garbage out of here. What a mess. Where's my cutting ducks at? And it seems like I never can keep up with tools. They always hiding from me. What do I do here? Jeez. Let's just cut this. Yeah. 12 volt wire nut. Wow. Okay. And we've got this twisted with this. Obviously that's a no. It's a big no. And then I don't know if that's the initial place that the hot will fed in there. Well, let's get this dead short out of here. Wiring a hot to a capacitor. Wow. To the prongs of a capacitor, mind you. This is definitely somebody that had absolutely no idea what they were doing. No idea. mean, it says, it looks like a terminal stick in here, but I swear that says C. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read this. C701. I mean, I would think that's a capacitor, although it doesn't look like. At first I thought it was like a blown capacitor. Well, let me get the back of this thing off. Let's do this little circuit tracing and see exactly what we got going on here. 2 screws. Okay. Now then. I just get rid of all this crap. I don't even want this hanging here. This is all got to go. Well, I might leave the hot wire. I mean the ground wire. Get this speaker wire out of here for now. Jeez. What a mess. Man, if you don't know what you're doing, don't go soldering things. Wow. And we got 12 of those here. What does that feed there? Hang on it. What is that? Well, let's just see if I corrected the short. Poor radio. Nope. Okay, the short's still there. So the only hot feed that I'm showing anything is this little short red wire here. If I hook to it, it just pitches a fit. Where does it go? Well, I'm gonna have to go see if I can find a schematic on this guy. I can already tell if I want to mess with it that much. So it's feeding right straight into that transformer. And the hot coming out going to here. And these are going up to here. I mean, I don't know what it is, even stock or not. Let me go ahead and stop the video on this, guys, and we'll see how far we get with it. If I don't have a schematic, man, it's gonna be a real guessing game here. I'm not at all familiar with this circuit board. I've got a hard time with all these wires. I mean, this could get into a rabbit hole in a hurry. I got voltage regulator chip hanging off the side here. This is weird looking. Don't know. It's crystal controlled. Yeah. I'm getting the feeling these parts are just not marked. Bridging over the ground. Can't really tell. Yuck. Well, guys, I'm going to stop this for now and see if I can get a schematic and kind of understand what parts I got here and what their numbering system is, because this ain't making a whole lot of sense. It's an old radio. It might end up in a garbage bin. Well, guys, you know, I usually use CV Tricks for pulling all of my schematics up. Man, it's always been my go-to place, and wow, I hadn't been out there in a little while to pull a manual, and apparently it says it's under new ownership, and I guess it's a purchase type thing now. Kind of bums me out. If I'd known that, I'd have downloaded all those PDFs that they used to have for free out there. I don't know, maybe I'll have to end up donating to the cause. But anyway, fortunately I went out and did a little Googling, and I did find the owner's manual, and fortunately on these old radios like this Pace, a lot of times the owner's manual will at least have somewhat of a schematic in it. And they even had better, well, I wouldn't say better, but they had in their owner's manual, they have a breakdown of the parts. And a couple interesting things though is that weird part I was looking at the back there with that pin coming out, that's F701. Well, on my radio it's marked C701 to start with, not F701. And if you look at this, it's just an isolated pad. I don't know what the point of that was. Maybe a strain relief. It's weird. I don't know. You know, it's just isolated. And if you follow that cord back, it actually goes back, and the 12 volts feeds into this transformer right here. And then if you look close here and you follow it across right here, you can see CR701 is going to be my my protection diode. So we're going to go out and see if we can find that guy. Hopefully it's where it is in the schematic, and hopefully it's named the same. I'm kind of worried the other one's C701, but it says it's CR701. But just following it through, that is definitely your feed right there. Feeds into your transformer. Comes out. That's your plus. That's definitely your protection diode. So anyway, you do with what you got. You know, I know service manual, but at least I hopefully can identify whether that guy's bad or not, and if he is, and see if I get anything out of the radio, if it'll power up or anything. See if it's worth pursuing further. So let me get back out there on the bench and see what we can come up with. Okay, guys, after I got to digging around in here, looking around, I found that diode at CR701. Although according to the way the schematic shows, it's at the front of the transformer. It's actually on the side of the transformer, hid way down here in the corner off the side of this transformer right here. So I took my screwdriver and I was just going to push it over and see if that was it, and it fell in two, which is a good sign that was probably shorted out. So we're going to go ahead and go back and see what we got now. We know this is our main hot lead. We know this part right here is of actually no real function other than a junction to hook the hot wire to, which I have no idea why they did that. I already wired. I'll go straight to this. I don't even mess with that silly thing. And let's see what we got here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hope for that we don't have the obvious dead short we had before. We're going to get any spark now. No spark. Hey, I saw later. Hey, guys, guess what? I saw a radio light up here. Look at that. Just like that. And I didn't replace it. I just pushed it over and it separated itself. I'll go ahead back in there and replace that guy. I'm sure it's a 4004. 4004 will work, but hey, we got lights here. Check it out. Do we have anything else? Let's see here. External speaker. Okay. I got his. It's a good sign, guys. It's a good sign. So is she oscillating? Let me throw a signal into it. Look at that. Guess what? Just like that. Took some crazy wiring somebody else done, and it looks like the receive's pretty good on it, as a matter of fact. Don't know about transmitter or anything else, but we're a lot further along. This poor little radio's probably seen it in a long time. Go ahead and turn that off. Don't want you to irritate with that. Well, guess what? We're going to go ahead and turn this into a video series. I really like to get up and run it just because it's cool, and do a little restoration on it, and we'll see how far deep we have to get into it. You know, these old radios amaze me. Obviously, it was shorted out. Somebody been in here putting house Romex connectors in it, shortened it out, and here I cut one diode out, wired it correctly to the hot lead where it should go, and boom. The silly thing came up, the light even still worked on it, and the receive's still functioning on it. I need to find out what the mic wiring on it is too. Hopefully that owner's manual showed that. I have to go back and pull that back up. Glad I found that owner's manual. That helped me a lot. At least it gave me a roadmap of the schematic, or this, and it also had a part list, so any part I see on here I can reference it back. Although the numbers don't quite correspond, where I have a C701, it was a F701, and where it shows the which is weird because I double checked, this is that manual for that radio, and even like where the diode was not quite exactly where they showed it in the schematic there. But Anyway, I'm rambling on now. Well, guys, hopefully you'll enjoy this series. We'll go ahead and, I don't want to make these too long. I try to keep my videos around 10 minutes. So we'll go ahead and call this part 1. And I'm going to get in here and clean up all this mess here. Get some real ground and hot wired into the back of it. And see if I can figure out how to do a mic. And start doing some tuning and twisting. And see if it's got transmit on it as well. I have good hope for it now. I think strong possibility this radio is going to be back up and running. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Those likes tend to help when people search to find videos, and obviously the more viewers I can get, the more of these videos I can create. Anyway, have a great day, guys. This is Electron.